Hello? Hello? I hear somebody. Hold on. Let me go check the front. Hello? I just heard a thumping noise. Hello? Guess it was just the wind. I hope.
This house has been empty for over 20 years, but everything is still inside. 2 crushed cars, old furniture, personal photos, and the man who lived here, he died alone in this house. Today, I'm going inside to see what time forgot. Deep in the woods, hidden behind trees and collapsing walls, is a house nobody touched since the early 2000s. This place belonged to a man named Mike and his wife Stella. They met young, built a life together, and then everything slowly fell apart. Stella passed away first, and years later, Mike died here completely alone. The furniture is still here, their clothes are still here, and 2 vintage cars are still sitting outside, crushed by the garage that caved in on them. Today, I'm walking into a real-life time capsule to uncover what's left behind and what this house never let go of.
What's up, Rangers? This is Rick. Welcome back for another episode. Now, I know, looking at this house right now, it doesn't look too amazing because when you see this house, it looks very dilapidated. They got vines growing everywhere, bees' nests everywhere. It just looks like it's fallen down. On the inside, that's what really counts, and you're going to see one of the most amazing time capsules that you have ever seen in your life. Stick around and enjoy the show. All right, so we're going to get the full tour going in. Here we go. I can't go through the front door, but we're going to go through the side door. Now, if you know me, you know the routine and you know the drill. I want to make it seem like if you were the owner, how would it feel if you were the owner walking in through that front door? Unfortunately, it is blocked, so we're going to come in through the side door. How would it feel if you were the owner coming in through the side door? And this is one of the first things that you see. One of the first things that you see when you enter this room is this big old box. Looks like a big old meat freezer or something to collect records. Polka dances. Yeah, for polka girls and polka guys. I'm not too familiar with that, so educate us in the comments. We have a nasty looking sofa right here with a whole bunch of stuff on it. That's kind of like the theme of this house. It's no right or wrong. It's just there. We got to look at it for what it is. All right, so here we go. We're entering in through the side door. This is the house. And this is a mess. Now keep in mind, you have to look past all of this stuff. If you use your imagination, you can see how beautiful this house would have been. I know it's a mess, but we got to look past that. Look at all, look, this is cream hair tonic. Look how old that bottle is. Hair tonic is made out of plastic bottles now, but guess what? That's glass. Ain't that something? And here is an old Norelco razor, probably from the 80s. I want to say this house was built probably sometime in the 30s maybe, because it just looks like it, but I'm going to do my research and try the best to tell you what I can find out about this house. My guess is somebody died here and kind of left it up to the kids. The kids didn't want it, and this is what we got. But look at all this mess about a kitchen sink. That is so much stuff left behind, so much. Here's a bathroom. What is this? Oh, look at the tile floor. They got that checkerboard tile floor like I like, but it's like teal. What is that? Ortho. Oh, it's insect spray. Insect spray on that. It's the bathtub. Not much of a shower head anymore, but I like the subway tiling. The teal subway tiling in the bathroom. That's an old vacuum cleaner right there. Empty dirt cup after each using. Gotcha. Give me a thumbs up if y'all like that shower curtain. Pepsi Cola. Look at that box. That is old. That's the old symbol of Pepsi. All right, here we go. Let's go into the next room and see what we got up in here. Now, this room's very dark. Let me show you without my light. Yeah, that's very. We just gonna have to keep the light on. Like, there's nothing like natural light coming in through a window and just shining on all this stuff. There's just none. It's surrounded by trees. All right, what do we have in here? Again, it's just a big mess. But yeah, we gotta try to look past that. Oh, Susanna record. Christmas country style. Why is there a chair on top of the china cabinet? I don't get that. Oh, who remembers these as a kid? Were these like little kaleidoscope? Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Look at the old Band-Aid packages. You know how now they're made out of cardboard? It's all metal right there. My, how the times have changed. Look at the ceiling in this house. Everything is just so dilapidated. Yeah, it looks bad. This house, like, I don't think it would be a tear me down. You can probably clear it out and revamp it a little bit, but this is kind of what we're looking at right now. Oh man, Look at this china cabinet. This is really nice looking here. Oh man, it's all warped. Oh, we have a basement. Well, I think I'm gonna save that for last. All right, here we go. Let's go to the next room. Wait a minute, hold on. What is that? It's a cool looking plate. The New Church of St. Bridget and Parish Hall, dedicated Sunday, June 15th, 1958, Connecticut. Nice. There's an outside deck and patio, but you can't go out there. It's just too overgrown. Still in that little sunroom. Cut the light on. It's so dark in this house. It's very dark in here. Can't see anything at all. All right, let's go into what looks like the living room. But wait a minute, wait. Before we go into the living room, let's not skip any rooms. Look at that Electrolux vacuum cleaner. These chairs look like they were made in the 50s. I'm telling you, this house is a complete time capsule. Oh, look at the ceiling. What the heck? What is this made out of? It feels like tin. That's tin. What? Okay. I'm not gonna go in there, but you get the idea. Let's go into the family room, living room right here. Bug on me. All right, let's go into the family room. Whoa, now this is a nice looking room. I don't know. It's either that upstairs bedroom with the American flag in it, or this one right here, the living room with that American flag on it. Look at this. There's a picture of Mary. This is so old. Like, why do people just leave all this stuff behind? I guess over time, just people are like, you know, it's more of a burden than anything. Let's just let it go. That's what it is. Ugly looking air conditioner. I don't get the meaning of this room. Hold on, let me turn the light off so you can see what I'm saying. I don't get the meaning of this room right here. Like, look at this. It's honestly like kind of pointless. You have 3 windows in here. 1, 2, 3, and you have a base right here, but it doesn't do anything for the house. Maybe it's just light coming through, but like does this slide? No, this is, hold on, what is this? That closes. My only guess is it's just for lighting. All right, that's honestly kind of pointless. Educate us down in the comments. What does this room mean? Oh, look at this. That's a masterpiece. Not only the couch, that looks like something from my grandma's house, but look at this. This looks handmade. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it definitely looks handmade. And what is that? It looks like they had multiple layers of wallpaper, because you got floral print right here and then regular print right there. Is that? No, that's not blood. No, that's definitely not. It looks like grape jelly, and probably one of their old kids splattered a whole bunch of grape jelly on the ceiling, I guess. Look at this couch. That is amazing looking. What is this? Golden Voices of Christmas. Flowers on the wall. If you know who this is, give me a thumbs up. That chair definitely looks like it's from the 50s. What is this? Must vacate warehouse. Do we have a date? Yes, we do. Okay, now this is damn old. Here we go. You ready? March 29th, 1977. That is old, my friend. Very old. I'm just rummaging around through things and everything like that. I found a champagne bottle, but more importantly, I found this picture of someone who graduated. It looks like high school or either college. This lamp has seen better days. Here we go with the tin ceiling again. Classic lid paint all coming off. All those little black dots are mold. Pretty sure that's what that is, or either rust. Oh, look at the crown molding around the... Ooh, that is nice. Look at that. Here's a nice picture of Jesus laying on the ground. Why is he on the ground? Let's put him back up here. Let's put them right here. Can we do that? All right. Now, I know y'all don't like me touching stuff and not putting it back, but you know what? I'm going to decorate a little bit. I'm going to take some nice pictures. I like that. That's a nice looking setup. Do y'all like that setup? Give me a thumbs up if you do. Classic Zenith TV. Yes. Very satisfying. Clicky buttons. Oh yeah, this is really old. Look at the burn-in on the screen. That's actually not a burn-in, it's just, yeah, from the sunlight coming in over time. So now we got a picture of Mary, picture of Jesus that I just put up, and we got this. What is this? Does it tell you? No, it doesn't. I'm thinking somebody must have been a war veteran in here. Here's like a little Christmas display, I think. Little baby Jesus right there. Old pair of boots. Can't forget about those. Yeah, looks like we had the Bible here, maybe. Coffee cup, coffee table. Nice looking floors. All right. That is about it of this room. Look at that. I love that painting. Let's go on into the kitchen and let's see what we got. Looks like the same story in here. It honestly just looks like they left in a frenzy yesterday and just left everything behind. everything. Oh, look at this Nestle's Quick. See, now it's made out of plastic because that is made out of metal. This is a Youngstown kitchen by who? Muliv? M-U-L-L-I-N-V. That's who makes these cabinets. Made out of tin, all metal. And look at the backsplash. It's like glistening with like gold flakes. I don't know if y'all can catch that on camera, but maybe I can get a little bit closer to show you. Y'all see that? Little gold specks in there? It's like little Red Riding Hood's drapes right here. Not too much in the cabinets. All right, we got to do the sniff test. Here we go. I'm going to open them both at the same time. Cross your fingers, say your prayers. What? Ooh, oh yeah, that does stink. What is this in there? All right, I'm closing that. That just stinks. Damn. Oh, it's a little cloudy in there. Whew, boy. Smells like a public bathroom now. Got little teacups, little tea kettles and everything like that. Looking pretty good. What is that? Oh, that's alcohol in there? They just made their own alcohol and put it in there. Ain't that something? I wonder if it's still good. I'm not going to even attempt to try. There's like this little thing growing in there that I'm not going to even touch. No. I don't touch things that are growing. Now, I like this little setup. Got this. Look at this. And no, the fruit is fake. This is not real. It's made out of porcelain or something, plastic. Nice chairs from the 50s. Pretty sure this is from the 50s. Maybe even 40s. Table, same story. I mean, you can kind of tell they kept up with the times somewhat, but I want to say this house was probably vacant. Maybe in the late 70s, maybe early 80s. No more than that. Look at the kitchen floor. That is miraculous. One thing I never really do is check the inside of the oven. Let's see if anything was cooking still. Ugh. It's all white in there. Ugh, I don't even know what the hell that is. That's gross. Hello? I hear somebody. Hold on. Let me go check the front. Hello? I just heard a thumping noise. Hello? Guess it was just the wind. I hope. Alright, here we go. So I just made it on the second floor, and I'm going to let these walls speak for themselves. You have a couple of options. We just made it up the stairs. You got this room, that room, that room, that room, and that room. So you got quite a few rooms here, but they're really, really tiny. I don't even know how they built this house up to code, because when I was coming up the stairs, my head, I'm like 5'10", my head hit the ceiling. So I don't even know how this house got built up to code like that, but I don't think it would pass in today's standards. But this is one of the first things that you see going into this room. This is the first room leading from the staircase, and look at that. You can't even go in there, honestly. I'm not gonna even try, but we do have some Christmas decorations, so that's always good. And let's see what else we have. It's just a big mess in here. You have to look past all this stuff to appreciate it. Does this look better with my light off or light on? Let me see. Yeah, it looks better with it on, so at least you can see. Ew. Mayonnaise is supposed to be white. Look what color it is now. I thought that was like a can of applesauce at first. Well, just grape jelly does not change colors. That's a good sign. There's a brand new shirt, not even unwrapped yet. That's really cool. Look at this. This is a big mess. That's my bag right there. Don't worry about that. But this is probably my favorite room in the whole house, just because it's so clean in here. And that's kind of what it looks like, you know? Let me see. Turn the light off. That's kind of what the walls look like. That's what the paint looks like without the light on. I'm actually standing in the next room right now because it's just so convoluted in here. I have to stand into the next room to get the whole thing in frame, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do love this room. And look at this. This kind of still works. Not the light itself, but the very satisfying. Love that. My mind is a little perplexed right now because I don't know what all this means. It looks like some kind of hieroglyphics or something. Some kid painted on the wall. No, it's not blood. It's more like a pinkish red. I don't know what that means. It looks like some kind of weird symbols. It almost looks like a Joker face or something. I don't know if y'all can see that like that, but it's what I'm gathering from it. Here's the beautiful outside. Turn my light off. It's kind of what we're looking at. You can't really see anything. This house has been taken over by Mother Nature like mad. And look at this. This says, in loving memory of somebody. Probably should blank that out. That might be the owner of the house. In here, it looks like we have some carrying bags, some luggage cases. I found this here. This looks like a gentleman's photo of some sort. And it doesn't say who it is on the back, along with some religious cards and stuff. Some prayers and stuff. Can't forget about the American flag. And what is this? This is an old clock. What is the time right now? Let me check. What time am I filming this video? It's 1203. Let's set it to 1203. Can we set it to 1203 without breaking it? No, you can't. It's stuck. Oh well. I was gonna set it to 1203, but that didn't work out like I wanted it to. Now what? Can you even pull these things? I don't even know what I'm... Yeah, you can pull... Yeah, that's what I figured. It's kind of empty. I love this light. This light looks like it's from the 20s or something. And this would be where you hold your pins. Our feathers. Our feathers. All right, let's go into the next room where we have this beautiful, beautiful quilt right here. It looks like this definitely was handmade by somebody very talented. Gotta appreciate that. Oh, we have an orange one right underneath. Oh, wait. Whoa. What is this? We have multiple quilts. I think that's something. All kind of different colors here. It still gets me. I don't know what that means. And this is outside looking in. You can kind of see what's going on a little bit here. That's what the house looks like. Nothing but a green roof. This thing is totally smothered by leaves and bushes. You wouldn't even know this house is here. All right, here we are walking into the next bedroom, and this almost has the same complexities. You got all these prayers and stuff here. There's that same gentleman right there in that same outfit. Oh, wait a minute. This is the mantle that was downstairs. What? Oh, that's cool. Look at all the pictures. Where are these at? All these pictures are missing. And look at this. Look at this mattress. Like, I'm afraid to touch that. It's so gross. You know why it's so gross? Somebody left the window wide open, but it is what it is. I understand. But yeah, this house is honestly like a time capsule. Oh yeah, that's a light fixture has seen better days. Look at that green ceiling. Look at the rust. Look at the contrast. I love that. All right, let's walk through this big old mess. Whoa. What is this? Is this a gun box? No. Oh, no. I was way off. That's a heater. That's a heater. What is this room? Oh, yeah, you can't even walk. I don't even want to walk in here. This room looks terrible. So many dirty... It smells like diesel fumes in here. Maybe it's coming from that shirt. I don't know. This house is so disgusting, but it's really cool, though. Like, I love coming into whole houses. Old houses like this, I wish they were a little bit more well-kept and not as ransacked, but, like, there's no vandalism. I don't know who came in here and threw clothes all over the place. Maybe it was the previous owners looking for some stuff. Who knows? But that's what I went with today. And one thing that I'm a little bit perplexed by, there's a table right here in front of this window. Yeah, it's a window. And what is in there? That honestly looks like a little secret hidden passageway back there. I can't really get a good bead on it. I'm not going to go in there, but trust me, there's like a little passageway in there. That's what I love about these old houses. Secrets hidden in its walls. All right, let's go downstairs in the basement and see, what we can find down here. Are the steps sturdy? See, this is what I'm talking about, building a house up to code. Like, my head's gonna hit here. Like, you gotta really, really duck down and see what's going... What the hell? Ow! See, I'm hitting my head. Damn it. That is ridiculous. It's way too low. So this lawn chairs and stuff down here, not too much. Not too much, but... And I figured there'd be glass jars in this basement. That's one thing that I noticed about abandoned houses, old abandoned houses. They always have glass jars in them, for whatever reason. Oh, this is cool. Oh, you got a duct to go under here. Seriously. Oh, look how old this dryer is. Dang. Westinghouse dryer. That is old. Wow. Smells like a basement, too. What is all of that stuff on the ground? It's a green door. Oh, that leads to the, outside. Those steps right there. That's cool. But yeah, this is low, very low. A tall person could not live in this house at all. Wow. What is this? Why do they have a hole circled out in the middle of the chair? This is weird. Huh. What is this thing? This thing is old too. It says Buffalo on this nightstand. At least I think that's what it is. Maybe. This house is so old. Look at the wood. Oh my God. It even smells old. It smells cedar-ish.
And just like that, it's over. A life left behind, a house frozen in time. And if this place messed with your head just a little, good, that's the point. Become a channel member if you want your name in the credits. I also just dropped a new merch store. Grab a shirt if you want to support. And YouTube thinks you'll like this video in the left-hand corner. Because if you thought this house was nuts, wait till you see the next. Links are below.